How's it going, guys? Prisco YGO. I almost said the old name, LtxPrisco, but Prisco YGO here. I gotta get used to saying the new name. Yeah, so today is Wednesday. I got let out of work early because up here in the Northeast, we got hit pretty fucking hard with a storm, and like half of the state of Connecticut is got no power. That includes my job. Well, okay, hold on. My job has power, but places where we're supposed to be getting like 120 volts, we are only getting like half of that. And so things aren't working properly. The place is hot as fuck because the fans are not able to operate at full speed. We have no air compressor for us to use our power tools and our air tools, as well as we have no power washer to wash our equipment and our machines before we go to fix them. So yeah, that shit sucks. On top of that, the soda machine's not working. The water cooler is also not working. Microwaves aren't working. The fridge isn't working. Like all the important shit that makes a job or workplace inhabitable for the workday not working properly. Like half the lights aren't even on. So like even though it's a big warehouse and they have their own generators, it's a 3-leg system and one of the legs isn't working because they blew quite a lot of fuses over there. So they had to clear us out for the rest of the day and make sure we unplug everything before we left, so that the electricians and the repair guys can go in and fix everything without risk of us getting hurt. So with that being said, it is Wednesday and today's casual day. So casual day at locals. So today's casual day at locals, which means I'm about to go and because I actually have free time today, I'm gonna go and play some Time Thief. And this is where Time Thief shines, where there's no meta. It's everybody just playing some dumb shit that they want to play. So I double checked with the owner of Imperial Gaming because he has his own ban list for Wednesdays. Rockets are still banned even as a 6-card engine. Big sad. But that's because they are seeing a lot of play, and it's still a very, very solid deck in the format, and it's something that I've actually been considering playing competitively rather than trying to play Time Thief, because Time Thief it's fun, but it's not good in the meta, and that's that. So I do have the deck here. It was sorted, but I started shuffling because I'm a fucking idiot. But so yeah, I'm gonna play this for fun today. I took out the rocket engine, I replaced it with the chaos engine like I did last time because it just worked. But this isn't just any ordinary Time Thief, and it's not just ordinary Time Thief chaos. And do you see what that is? Ooh, it's Time Thief Numeron. So I'm going to show you the deck profile before I take it to locals today, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to locals, because that's the whole point of this video, is to go to locals. I'm tired. I'm used to like working at this moment, so like having this free time to myself is just it's new. It's new. I'm not used to it at all. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the profile, and then we'll go drive over to locals, and yeah, we'll see how good we do today. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get right into the deck profile. I'm trying out a bit of a different setup with the tripod here, so forgive me if it's a little wobbly. So let's go ahead and move stuff out of the way. I'm going to try my best to not shake my desk here. Alright, so first things first, we are starting off with 3 copies of Time Thief Regulator. Let's get this centered real quick. So this is your main starter card, yada yada yada. Listen, if you guys watch my videos before, you know what this does. You can skip ahead a little bit to get past the Time Thief engine. But if you haven't, I'll go ahead and explain. So, Time Thief Regulator is your rescue rabbit of the deck. These are in Spanish, but I know what it does in English. So, pretty much, if you control no other monsters, you can tribute this card to summon 2 Time Thief monsters with different names from your deck in defense position other than Regulator. Alright, so he's your main starter card. He also has another effect where he can special summon himself from the graveyard if a Xyz monster is destroyed by battle, but that's neither here nor there. Next, we are playing 3 copies of Winder. This is your main searcher. Pretty much, you can special summon him by detaching from an detaching material from an Xyz monster you control while he's in the hand. Also, when he's summoned, you can search out any Time Thief card other than himself and add it to your hand. So, he's the other 3 of Time Thief card. For the other Time Thief cards, we're playing 1 copy of each Regulator, or not Regulator, Chrono Quarter and Bezel Ship. This is like a DD Crow. This is like I guess I don't know. I always refer to it as like a battle fader, but not really. It contribute itself during the battle phase to make your opponent take the next damage that you would take. And then this is like a DD Crow where you contribute this off, and you can target 1 Time Thief Xyz monster you control and attach a material to it from your opponent's graveyard. It's pretty good, and then they're both also extenders in their own right. Next, we are playing 3 copies of Parallel Exceed, and like I said, in any Time Thief build, this is mandatory. It special summons itself out for free if you link summon, and then it special summons out another copy of itself, and it makes it a level. It makes itself a level 4. Like you can't not play this in a Time Thief deck. So yeah. For the other extenders, I'm playing 1 copy of Crusadia Maximus, 1 copy of Crusadia Draco, 1 copy of White Dragon Wyverbuster, and 1 copy of Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Now, the reason why I'm playing these cards in these ratios, well, obviously these are at 1, and these, because I don't really want to see these in my hand. They can be extenders, but this can also be a starter. So I would maybe argue playing 1 more copy of this, but it can be a brick later in the game, because you can normal summon this, right? Link it off into Magius, and then if you have an extender, go into, use Magius's effect to search out Draco, and they're all level. These are 2 level 4s too, so they can make a rank 4. These are also rank 4s or level 4s, so they can make a rank 4. These are searchable, and all these are also technically searchable. So playing 1 of each is technically okay. And then I'm only playing 1 copy of Numeron Wall, only because I'm playing Terraforming as well. And I really don't think you need more than 1 copy. Like, you can play 3 if you want to make the engine more consistent for Numeron, but I really think only 1 is fine. You can probably get away with playing 1 more. I'm playing Upstart, so like you can cut the Upstart for 1 more copy. And now for the hand traps, we are playing 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 copies of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I'm playing 2 because it's not that good, but it's very good against certain matchups, and as well as space issues. And then the 1 driver and the 3 gamma. There I go. I hit the fucking tripod. Let's try to stop it from shaking there. But so this is pretty much the hand trap lineup. Driver obviously for the gamma. These are for the Numeron mirror matches, I would call them, and then these are just generic. So that's that. So let's move these out of the way. On to the spells. Now, normally I play the Rocket engine in here rather than the Chaos engine. So I would normally be playing 3 copies of Quick Launch, 2 copies of Tracer, and 1 Recharger. But because we're going to a casual tournament today and rockets are just not allowed, we are playing in place of that the Chaos Space engine with the 1 Wyverbuster and 1 Collapse Serpent. You could also play 1 copy of Chaos Valkyria if you want, since that's also searchable, but it's really not necessary. So that's that. You're also playing 3 copies of Called by the Grave. This is pretty standard. It's pretty mandatory because hand traps fucking hurt a lot. So yeah, there's that. And then we're playing, for the Numeron package, we're playing the 3 Numeron Network and 2 Calling, as well as the 1 Terraforming, and might as well round off the spells with the 1 Upstart Goblin. Now, like I said, Upstart Goblin can be cut for a second copy of whatever you want, whether it be Numeron Wall or that Chaos Valkyria or whatever. And then for the traps, we're only playing 3. 2 Flyback, 1 Retrograde. That's pretty standard for the Time Thief engine. You can play 1 more if you want, but it can be a brick if you see it and you don't have a Time Thief monster to use it with. Now, for the extra deck, I'm going to go ahead and move it out of the way. We are playing quite a bit of Xyz monsters, but we're going to start off with the links as always. So we are playing 1 copy of Almirage, 1 copy of Magius. These 2 can both trigger off your Parallel Exceed, and you can kind of use them to link climb. This one attributes itself so that you can be left with just Redoer, then you can bounce Redoer so you can go into your Numeron plays. This one just helps you link climb. We're also playing the 1 Lambda and 1 Megaclops. Let's move this over so you can see it a little bit better, because the glare kind of sucks. And then we're playing the 1 Megaclops. And then the 1 Synchro we're playing is the Cypher Lord Omega. This is mainly just because I'm playing the Gamma package, and ripping a card out of my opponent's hand is really nice. Also because it can recycle some of the banished cards, and since we are doing some banishing here with Chaos Space and the Chaos package, it works. And for the Time Thief cards, we're playing 2 Redoer and 1 Perpetua. I normally would say playing 1 Perpetua is wrong. I still feel that way. However, for space issues here, 1 is fine because Redoer is not your main line of play. You're kind of going for the Numeron stuff first. But if you feel like you want to do the Time Thief stuff as the main thing, you can easily bump this up to 2 and then cut the next card, which is Tornado Dragon. The only reason I'm playing Tornado Dragon is just because this is a meta call. For the rest of the Xyz monsters, I'm playing 1 Utopic Zexal for obvious reasons. Holy shit, that's shaky. Huh. 1 Utopic Zexal for obvious reasons. We are playing the Numeron package, and not letting your opponent play is fun for us, not them. We're also playing the number C1 Numeron Chaos Gate Sunya. This is still pretty good in combination with like a Dark Ruler No More or any other going second card, because it's pretty much just a board wipe. And then for the rest, we're playing number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. That's pretty much it for the extra deck. Now for the side. The sides don't really change much unless the meta changes. So here we're playing 3 Nibiru, 3 Evenly, and 3 Dark Ruler. That's pretty fucking standard. And then for the text, we are playing 3 Cosmic Cyclone because all back row decks suck, and 3 Forbidden Chalice because Numeron Zexal is a thing now, and Chalice is still pretty good. The other reason why I like Chalice over Imperm is because it can be activated during the damage step, and it can help you push for that last, little bit of damage that you need to get game. But other than that, let's go ahead and switch the camera around. So you guys saw the profile. Before we get going to locals, I want you guys to go ahead and let me know down in the comment section right now what you think of the profile. What do you think I should change? What do you think are the good text, bad text, and ratios and all that shit? Do you think that I should be playing one more or two more copies of Numeron Wall? Because I have them here, and I'm just choosing not to play them because, well, hold on, there's one. Okay, I found it. I have them here, and I'm choosing not to play them for obvious reasons, space and all that. I'm trying to keep it at 40. And honestly, these are some other texts that I have in my hand that I wanted to play. I wanted to play the 3 of the new Ghost Girl and the Pot of Desires. I don't have a third one, at least a third ultra rare. I have plenty of rares from Toon Chaos. I don't like them. And then I have the 2 more copies of Numeron Wall here. But yeah, let's go ahead and head out, go to locals, all that good stuff. And let's see how we do today. So, on my way to locals now. Gonna take the back roads there because I don't like going on the highway. It's actually quicker to take the back roads. So I'm gonna enjoy the ride. Plus, locals doesn't start for another hour or so. I'm just going there to kind of hang out, and yeah. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so let's turn the radio down. I didn't really get any footage. I didn't get any footage. But I went 2-2. So let's go over it, shall we? Round 1, I played against Lair of Darkness Numeron, which was super fucking interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I might have fell in love with that deck. Like, that shit was kind of fire. Like, granted, it's not good against Time Thief because Time Thief just spin back everything. But yo, it was kind of fucking fire. Like, that's might be something I'll work on. So yeah, I took that. What was it? A 2-0? Yeah, I think so. It was either 2-0 or 2-1. I don't know. All I know is I won. I didn't let him like resolve anything. Pretty much. I just had every interruption. And then round 2, I played against Zodiac. Now, normally I have a pretty good matchup against Zodiac, but I was playing against someone who's really fucking good at piloting the deck, and I got my ass handed to me. You know, Swift. I lost. You know, 2-1 or 1-2, whatever the fuck you want to say. Damn, it is dark as fuck over here. A lot of the state still doesn't have power, so like street lights aren't even on right now, and it's kind of scary. But it is what it is. Anyways, so I got beat by Zodiac. Round 3, I played against Madolche. Got beat by Madolche. 2 really, really fucking powerful decks that can compete against the meta. So I'm not even mad that I lost those 2 games. And round 3 was round 4 was against my buddy Richie, who was playing. Hear this. He was playing Monarchs, but he was playing Monarch Synchro, like old school Monarch Synchro with Ultimaya Tzolk'in, except he wasn't playing Ultimaya. He was playing the Jet Synchron Needle Fiber package, which was fucking crazy. But I beat him 2-1. Round 1 he took. I couldn't do anything because I just didn't open up that well. All he ended up was just 2 negates, Boral Savage and Herald. Game 2, I won. That was a grind and a fucking half. Game 3, we go into time, but I go first. No, he goes first, right? I bait out because he does the same thing. I ended on 2 negates, Boral Savage and Herald, right? And I baited out the 2 negates. So I opened up Terraform. So I opened up Regulator, Winder, Crusader Draco, Chaos Space, and Numeron Network. Right? For turn, I drew Terraforming. So activated Terraforming, hoping to bait out a negate. He didn't do it. I searched out Numeron Network. I activated Numeron Network. He negated it. Its activation is not once per turn. So I activated another one. He negated it. Go regulator. Regulator, summon out winder and bezel and chrono. Make redoer. Winder, detach. Bezel to summon itself. Search. Search out Time Thief Hack, which I did make some changes, by the way. I made some changes to the deck. I'll show you that when I get home. But search out Hack. Activate Hack. Use Bezel to summon itself from grave by detaching from Redoer. Tribute Bezel to attach a card from my opponent's graveyard, or from Richie's graveyard to Redoer. Hack target Redoer. Redoer attack directly for 27 damage. And he had no more negates, so that was great. Burned him for 27. Linked off Winder and Redoer into Lambda. And then, so I stole a spell, right? Use Redoer's effect to use the spell to draw one, drew Parallel Exceed. So, linked off Redoer and Winder into Lambda, trigger Parallel Exceed, go into Perpetua, and passed. Standby phase, revive Redoer. And then he goes Raigeki, which is wild. Plays Raigeki, but he played Raigeki. I bounced Redoer, and I let him resolve it. I couldn't negate it. But bounce Redoer, right? Oh, I just realized something. I could have Redoer would have stayed on the field because of Hack. That's funny. But either way, I bounced Redoer. Perpetua and Lambda leave. They go to grave. Summon out Chrono from grave because Redoer left by a card effect. And so we had like a minute left. He was going to attack for game, but then I used Chrono to tribute itself. He would have took the next damage. Run out of time. I win because I have more life points. So yeah, it was great. It was a good game. I thought it was awesome. And yeah. So I'll show you the changes in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off and turn my light off because driving with my light on, it's kind of fucking up my vision here. And I've been driving for about maybe 6, maybe 7. Oh, I got a timer right there. 6 minutes and some change. So yeah, we're gonna transition to the house. All right, so we're home. I'm gonna go ahead and sort the deck so I can show you the changes that I did make. Very last minute. A friend of mine named Brad, he was testing with someone else, but he didn't have his own deck prepared. He was testing with my friend Felix. They were like building Infernoble Knights together, but they couldn't play it today because it's not technically legal yet. So he needed a deck to play against him with, but his deck was deconstructed, so I was right next to him. I was just like, here, use mine. And he gave me some pointers on how to make it a little bit more consistent. And yeah, so I made some slight changes. I'm gonna go ahead and sort the deck up real quick, and then I'll show you the updated profile. I'm not going to take as much time as I did before because that was pretty long as it is, and this video is already going to be pretty long. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll sort it and then I'll lay it out on the table here, and then I'll just go over the choices. All right. Okay, so I kind of have everything separated here. One of the major changes that was made was to the Time Thief engine. The monster ratios are still the same, but we are also playing 1 copy of Hack, 1 copy of Startup, and then the 2 flyback to 1 retrograde. Now the reason why, even though this is inherently a neg 1 and I fucking hate this card, it can help with a bricky hand. So let's say you open up Winder and Bezel Ship and then like 3 hand traps. Well, you can normal summon Winder and then search out Startup, and then Startup can special summon Bezel Ship, and then Bezel Ship and Winder can be used to make Redoer, and at least now you have your boss monster out in the field and you have a play. I didn't really, I mean, I used this a couple of times. but most of the time if I opened up with it, then I use this to special summon Regulator out of my hand so it doesn't eat my normal, and that way I can still play. So even though this is like a neg 1 inherently, and I still really don't like this card, I think playing it is necessary. So that's it for the Time Thief cards. I didn't really make any major changes to this. For the extenders, we're still playing 3, 1, 1, and then 1, 1. Now, one thing I am going to say that for a non-meta build where I took out the rocket engine, these came in clutch. This also came in clutch. These helped every once in a while, but I think I'm gonna actually cut these. So that's 2 spaces that we're taking out, because I think I want to keep this build for and then just like incorporate the rocket cards in there, and I'll show you why in a second. So we're gonna take out the Crusadia cards. All right, so other than that, extenders, that's still pretty much the same. For the generic spells, or just the spells in general, still playing 3 Chaos Space, and the Terraforming, 1 Numeron Calling, and the 3 Numeron Network, plus the 3 Called by 1 Upstart. So you'll notice that for the Numeron cards, I took out the Numeron Wall. Brad told me not to play it, and then he kind of explained why, and then I figured it out as I was playing. It's not necessarily needed. I'm already playing 4 copies of Numeron Wall, and that is more than enough. And this isn't my main line of play. I figured out that these can just be baits for the negate, because you can activate, like I said before, you can activate this more than once per turn, right? But its effect to send this and use its effect, right? That's a once per turn effect. The activation is not. So this is going to force out some negates, because if they don't negate this, well then they kind of are risking losing. So it is what it is. I also realize I'm running 41 cards, so Upstart Album's probably going to come out. So that's 3 cuts, but that also just puts us at 40, technically. So these I feel like can stay. Chaos Space with the baby dragons is just fucking insane, and it's going to be even better with the rocket cards here. I kind of hit the tripod there. Is that a bug? What the fuck? Alright. And then for the hand traps, those didn't really change much. We're still running the 2 ogre, 3 ash, and then the 3 gamma and driver. I would say take out the ogres, because I feel like that is just perfectly fine. If you take out the ogres, you can even put them in the side if you want. That leaves us with 1 more extra slot, although we can play the 41 since we're not running the upstart, and then just throw in the 2 tracer and 1 recharger, and then the 3 quick launch, and that makes this deck hella fucking consistent, if we make these specific cuts. So we did make some more cuts, or some more changes to the extra deck. Side deck is still the same, so we're not going to go over that. So let me grab this real quick. Okay, so for the links, we went for Almirage, obviously. We also went for Striker Dragon, and I forgot what I took out to put this in here. I'm pretty sure I took out Chaos C1 Sundra, or Sunya. And I also took out Crusadia Magius, because it generates advantage. However, it's only good if you open up the Crusadia cards, which I'm only playing 1 and 1. So even though they're generic extenders, it's iffy. And then for the Link 2s, I'm playing 1 Hieratic Sphere because that's still pretty good with the Chaos Engine and the Dragons. It's another form of interruption. And then I'm also playing Lambda. I didn't really make this much, so I may or may not cut this, although having it and not needing it is fine, whereas needing it and not having it kind of sucks. Most of the time I just go into Lambda, though, so that's that. And then the 1 Link 3 is the Mega Clops. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, this can be anything else. It can be any utility link, nightmares or what have you. It could even be IP Masquerena if you want, although for what I've been using it for, IP is kind of not good, but it is what it is. Then for, that's really these two are really the only like 2 changes that I made, but I'm also just gonna put all this out anyway, because why not? Just end of the night. We're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the Zexal. We're playing Evil Swarm Nightmare. Oh yeah, that's right. So I did make another change actually. If I'm not mistaken, I was playing something else instead of Evil Swarm Nightmare. I think I was playing... I have to look back at the footage. Give me a second. Holy shit, I just realized I've been cheating all night. So I put this in there. I put this in there as an option as I was thinking about taking out a Tornado Dragon. Granted, I didn't make either of these all night, so like I guess it doesn't really matter. But I've been playing with a 16 card extra deck like this whole day, all day. It's fucking stupid. Oh my god, I cheated technically, but not technically because I didn't really use it. But either way, I planned on taking out Tornado Dragon for Evil Swarm Nightmare just because I didn't think I was gonna see a lot of control decks today. So Tornado Dragon just seemed like the worst choice, and Evil Swarm Nightmare is just a free Book of Moon, not once per turn. It seemed like it was really good. So yeah, this is what the extra deck's supposed to look like. Don't mind the Tornado Dragon. It never happened. Shh. Anyways, these were the 3 changes. I took out the Tornado Dragon, the Magius, and the Chaos C1 Gate, whatever, Sunya, for these 3. And I really like it. Also, shout out to Gil at the locals today for fucking having this German Time Thief Redoer super rare. Fucking, you know how hard it is for me to find fucking foreign copies of Time Thief stuff? Like, granted, I have an entire Spanish deck core, but like having these in another language is so hard to find. I cannot find them for the fucking life of me, and the fact that he had a German one was amazing. He has another one. He didn't have it on him, but he has another one, and I convinced him to let me have it. So when I see him again, I'm getting another copy of Redoer, and I'm gonna see if I can, you know, get my ass another copy of Perpetua as well. But anyways, guys, that is it for today's video, and we're gonna go ahead and transition to the face cam. Alright, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. It's been a long day. I am extremely fucking tired, and I have work tomorrow. It's been a long day. It's been a long fucking day. So, with that being said, let's do the outro here. Please like the video, give it a big old thumbs up, because you know that shit does help. Anybody who doesn't, you know, who doesn't make YouTube videos, doesn't know the algorithm, you might not understand, but the thumbs up, the amount of likes that people get on their videos really helps, because it pushes YouTube to take those videos and show it to other people on their recommended or suggestions or whatever, right? So it makes it better or easier for us YouTubers to grow. And speaking of growing, I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers, so if you guys can please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know this is a long video, so yeah, please subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. It would be really nice. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. It's been a long day. It's been a long video, and you guys have stuck around with me till the end. I really appreciate it. So, peace out. I love you guys. Make sure, like, comment down below what you think. Subscribe, please. Really subscribe. Really. I've been talking too much. I'm going to sleep.